Well, Georgia covered the spread. I was hoping we could make them not do that, but you know what? It's fine. Tennessee takes another L. This time to Georgia. This wasn't much of a surprise, but you know what was a surprise is how Tennessee looked in that first quarter. They were definitely the better team in the first quarter. In the first half. I mean, first half we were definitely the better team. We were the more prepared, and we outplayed Georgia in that first half. But unfortunately, football is not a one half game, and Georgia dominated us in the second half. But this is Georgia we're talking about. They're a really good. They're really really good football team. They just are. Uh, I, Georgia will probably end up going 11-1 or 12-0. So it's not. This is not a surprise that we lost this game. It's just still heartbreaking to lose. By this much. Either way, though, congratulations to Georgia and their fans, and I hope you guys win out the rest of your games. Because honestly, I respect a lot of the fan base, including, of course, people like Uncle Lou, and because he's trolling when he does all the trash talk, so I can respect him for that. And yeah, I went to the game today, which is why this is coming out so late. And I had a really good time. The Georgia fans, they were loud, but they were respectful. I didn't see anything outside of the ordinary when it came to the fans. They were collective. They were loud, of course, but they were collective at times. So I respect that, and hats off for Georgia. They are one of the best teams in college football, no doubt. So yeah. Now then, let's talk about Tennessee. So Brian Mar, whatever you want to call him, he's wow. He is the stuff, man. He is the stuff. I think he's really really good, and I really really like him as a quarterback for Tennessee. He's played better in this game than Garantano has played the entire season. But this isn't really much of a knock on Garantano. You don't really know what to do when you're when you have three offensive coordinators in your time at Tennessee. So that's not really much of a knock on him. But Brian Marr looked really really good today. He did, and I think he's going to be a really good quarterback. And it's been like I've been saying to most Tennessee fans. We needed to play Marr from the start because this guy needed a lot of experience and could be really, really good if he gets that experience. He could end up just like Kyle Trask, who they beat Auburn today. I'm not saying he'll be as good as Kyle Trask, but it could be a similar situation. Yeah, he's really good. Let's see. Tennessee's wide receivers played really, really good today. Of course, Marquez Callaway and Jawan Jennings, both those guys, they just played exceptionally great. Best on the team. I like the offensive. I liked how the offense looked overall. Offensive line, they were able to guard most of the time. Just Georgia's defensive line is what overpowered them on many occasions. Defense played all right. In the first half, Tennessee's defense played lights out. They played exceptionally good. Just second half, you just saw how that defense was getting tired, and Georgia capitalized on that and domination. I can't be mad about this game. I can't. I just can't. Georgia is without a doubt the better team, more talented, better coaching, just overall a better team. This wasn't much of a surprise from anybody. Now then, let's see what else. Here's something I didn't like. The refs in this game were absolutely just so many penalties, most of which that didn't make sense. There were calls that just didn't make sense either. The refs were just terrible in this game. Let's see. Have I covered everything? I don't know, but I think that's all I have to really say about this game in general. But where do we go from here now? Well, let's see. We got Mississippi State next week at home. How did they look? You guys tell me. How do they look? Do they look way better than us? Because I'm not sure. I haven't been paying attention to them. What about next up? Alabama, South Carolina. I don't know. Maybe South Carolina. The possibility of beating South Carolina is out there, but I just we never beat Will Muschamp, and I don't know. Then what we got next? UAB, Kentucky, Missouri, Vandy. There's some winnable games on our schedule, and if we played like we did against Georgia in that first half, we're looking at a much better team than what we saw at the beginning of the season. But I want to. I want. I really, really want to be confident in this team. I do. But every time I do, I always end up regretting it. Whenever the game clock reaches 0 in any game that I'm confident for, I always end up regretting it. So I don't know. I want to be confident in this game. I really do. What? Yeah, sorry about that. Got interrupted. Okay, so where was I? Well, the last thing I'll say about this game is I think the worst part about what I'm seeing from this team is that I feel like the only one suffering. I know I'm not. I know there's other Tennessee fans out there. There's 100,000 fans out there who feel the same way I do. But I mean, let's see. I don't really have many friends to go to who certainly agree with the things that I do. Most of my friends, you guys know what I do on Squidtard, so most of them aren't even sports people. They just talk about the meme part of Squidtard and stuff, so they don't even belong in that category. And the ones that do, the ones that do are people that make jokes and constantly trash talk. And whenever I do try to talk to them about it, they either respond with E or try and make some funnies about the game or something like that, completely off topic. You guys know who you are. But either way, that's the game. We got Mississippi State coming up, so let's see what happens. Go Vols.